Well, we're back right here on your favorite local program, Hella Kuwait. And right now we're going to get to our guests that we have right here in the studio. We have with us Engineer Ahmad الجلوي. And Engineer Ahmad is the line maintenance manager at Kuwait Airways. Engineer Ahmad, we'd like to welcome you to the program, Hella Kuwait.
Thank you for your warm welcome, and thank you again for giving me the opportunity to explore about our national carrier for the public, so they know the future of this company. And in the beginning, we must go back to the history.
Yeah, please give us a background about Kuwait Airways, a little bit about the history when it started and so forth, Engineer Ahmad.
You know, this airline now about more than 60 years experience in that field. Actually, it's a start from idea from two businessmen starting a company in the aviation field, and they start the business. They received the first aircraft in 1954, and that was DC-3, and they start to operate various destinations like Damascus, Beirut, Abadan. But you know, the aviation investment is very fragile. It's the most critical investment because anything can affect it. So the government in that day, they decide to interfere to keep the airline, national airline, to keep flying, and they buy the 50% of the share.
Okay.
And they start to pick up again. They receive more aircraft, and we are the first foreign airline by a Trident in that date.
Okay.
As airline. And after the Trident, they received the Comet. And the Comet is the first jet aircraft.
Okay.
And they start to pick up gradually until become the most famous in the Middle East as airline. After that, in early 70 or late 60, they received 707 Boeing. Then after that, also in early 70, 727, they received it. Then after that, 747 late of 70s. And we are almost the launch customer of Airbus in 83.
Okay.
After that, in 96, they start with 767 until the invasion.
Yeah, once the invasion happened, then everything
you know,
started from scratch. After building all that strong fleet and infrastructure and everything, it's like starting all over.
Especially neighboring airlines, they are picking up.
Yes.
And we start from the scratch.
So and we're still taking time to catch up. And we try to be with the market and what is the latest technology in that. So we start with the 320. It was the most advanced aircraft in that day, 1992. And from that we pick up slowly until our fleet now, you know, it's aging. Now it's time to replenish the fleet again. Yeah, I know, Engineer Ahmad, that Kuwait Airways is undergoing a lot of changes. I mean, here we're taking a look at some, if you look on the monitor, some of the previous shots of Kuwait Airways, our national carriers, beautiful blue color right there, Engineer Ahmad.
Yeah, actually now we try to compete with the market. What is the latest technology? And we start now to renew our fleets. As we receive now just 2 new aircraft with the latest technology, with the latest entertainment, plus there's a Wi-Fi on board the aircraft. You can use your mobile internet. So every month we're gonna receive 1 aircraft until we complete our fleet, which is temporary fleet, until we receive the next stage, is the Boeing 777ER, which is extended range. Later stage, we're going to receive the 350, is the latest aircraft, advance. So it's not easy to compete with, especially with the neighbor airlines.
Yeah,
as a challenge. I must give my client the best what I have to keep
the best service.
The best service,
to keep my reputation as Kuwait Airlines is come back again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of changes taking place now,
Yeah.
Engineer Ahmad, from aircrafts to infrastructure. Tell us more what's taking place. I mean, even yourself and your department, I mean, everywhere there's changes.
There is a lot of changes now, like what you call revolution,
Mm-hmm.
either in the renewal of the fleet or in the management side. And our management, they are investment in the manpower.
Okay.
The manpower is the most important aspect in that. So we are picking up in every aspect in that matter.
I know safety is also very important.
Safety is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
We never jeopardize the safety. Safety is become priority number one,
Mm-hmm.
because we are following our regulation and local regulation and the international regulation, as we are a member of ICAO. And we have also obtaining approval from European Joint Airworthiness, and they recognize us. We can sign European aircraft. We can maintain European aircraft as engineering of Kuwait Airways. So on that aspect, we are being monitored from local authority, our quality control, from our civil aviation, plus the foreign civil aviation. So to minimize any violation or any misgoing in that aspect.
Now, in terms of the new aircrafts, you said now every month there'll be an introduction for a while?
Every 1 month we gonna introduce one aircraft
Okay.
with the latest technology.
Mm-hmm.
And management, the management of Kuwait Airways, they are taking in their aspect in that
It's a very serious
very
matter.
serious matter. That's because they are challenging with the local airlines. The market is not easy.
Yeah.
To
I mean, it's not like it was before, just one national carrier in the country.
No.
I mean, even in the country, there's many
there
carriers.
is many carrier, plus
And there's a lot of rates and discounts. And
that also is a challenge.
yes,
I must give you a good rate with a good service.
right.
This itself is a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So we are trying to do our best to bring Kuwait Airways as from 60 years as a history in safety and the best service they are providing since all these years. We are trying to bring it back.
It takes some time, I'm sure, correct?
Well,
I mean, I know you're working hard now. The new management's working hard, marketing and trying their best to, portray to the public that Kuwait Airways in a positive light.
It will take time. It's not easy. I mean, it's a challenge, a real challenge. It's not an easy job to be established and done, and that's it. No, it's still challenge day by day by day by day.
And now, what about any new routes? There will be some new destination. I know there used to be many before, and a lot were canceled. And now, will there be maybe new down the road introduced?
Yes. We cancel it because of aging our fleets.
Okay.
Normally, the new aircrafts, went over checking during the hangar check. It will not take that time. But
Because there used to be many European destinations and that.
Now, what we are thinking, there is a new route. It's going to be open, like in Munich, like Vienna. I think they will go back for Amsterdam, Chicago. They will go back for Athens. They will go Larnaca. They will go back for Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
They will go even in the state, far in the state, like LA or San Francisco. It's a plan. But when we receive our fleet completed, so we can reopen the destination and the new destination.
So this is something that is in the plans, because
It's in
the
plans.
destinations you mentioned were all very popular before.
Very popular, and especially like Amsterdam or Munich, it's very popular. So we are coming back again, actually.
And Engineer Ahmad, what about now? We've always been hearing also in the news all the time the privatization and this. Is this almost there? Is it on the stages or?
Privatization, it's almost done. It's only formality within maybe few months, less than a month, but it's very soon.
Okay.
And that
And then how do you see things? Will that make things much better? What's your opinion on that?
That will improve many things. You have the freedom to buy, to sell, to operate, to overroute. You will think mental way that you are looking for revenue. You are looking as a company, thinking as a company. So you will maintain your airline in good shape.
Now, what about, you mentioned revenue, what about the income revenues from the operations? Elaborate a little bit on that, please.
When you provide a good service and a good aircraft for the public, revenue will be there. We have a good market in Kuwait, no doubt about it.
The people love to travel.
Yeah, that's why you see our neighboring airline, they are operating 5-6 air flights per day to Kuwait. So there is a market. But you need to show the public, I have the good product and the good service.
And how can we do that for our national carrier? Because lately, speaking frankly, you hear some people always complain that things don't work inside the plane.
That's right.
They say even the chairs don't go back, they don't work right, the service is not up to the standard. How is this changing now?
That's changing with the new fleet, because I'm in olden days, just before 2 years or 3 years, I'm giving the customer an old aircraft about aging average 19 years. And especially in the entertainment system, all is obsolete, is not there anymore. I cannot have a spare part to fix it or replace it. So now with the new fleet, with the new technology, what is the latest in the market is in my aircraft. Even the Wi-Fi, you can use your mobile. The aircraft.
Is this now introduced, or
now with 2 aircraft that we receive it, you can use the internet, you can use your mobile.
Okay, so this is a very
that's
very
the
nice.
latest what we have.
Okay.
Plus, even the new aircraft is coming will be the latest technology what is in the market. So we can at least challenge our neighbor.
And we look forward to that. I mean, I always enjoy flying Kuwait Airways. It's the national carrier. And as we're coming towards the end of our interview, Engineer Ahmad, what last words would you like to say to the audience watching Hela Kuwait this evening?
I'd like to inform them the future will be very bright for Kuwait Airways. It's very, very, very bright. It will be.
Inshallah, we look forward to that. And we'd like to thank you so much for joining us right here on Hela Kuwait. We were speaking to Engineer Amad Al-Jloui, and Engineer Ahmad is the line maintenance manager at Kuwait Airways, and we appreciate his time with us right here on Hela Kuwait. Right now we're going to take a short break and then be back with you with some more of our segments right here on the program. Stay tuned.